coming to Ghana feels like a different level now, a different wave now. Now we've gone deeper now. The storyline has gone deeper than just the island of Jamaica. Now it's our people before we came to this island, right? And learning about that. So I think it's more and more, especially the newer generation of Jamaicans are more open now because of the power of social media. They're seeing the connection. They're learning about the connection. So like, well, I want to discover the connection more. I want to learn more about this. So the newer generation, they're more open to having that exploration of like, let me check out Ghana. Let me see the connection and let me build. Let me find ways to kind of infuse both as much as possible, right? Someone like myself going back home now, I'll talk about Ghana a lot more, right? Yeah. Because now I see the connectivity between my Jamaican heritage and Ghanaian heritage.
In the comment section, what do you think? Have you tried any Ghanaian dish, local dishes?
Yeah, I did have jollof rice a few days ago. I did have the egg on the streets. Akosiane woko. Akosiane kuko. Yeah, kelewele. Had that the other day. So I've had it here and there, some street stuff. Had some skewers too, some beef skewers and goat skewers. Wow. But yeah, very good. I'm probably gonna have some today, some more cuisine today, before I shut down. But yeah, I've been sampling it here and there.
What would be your best moment you've had in Ghana so far?
I would say, number one, going to the castle on Cape Coast. That was amazing, even though it's heavy. And doing the canopy walk was good. I would say today doing the Makola market was amazing. Just being around the people, so much hustle and bustle. It was a great experience, and we appreciate you bringing us around and showing us people. That was amazing. What else? So much. What else? We did a Biri, went up to Abiri
Mountain.
Yeah, went up there. We went to the botanical gardens. That was amazing to learn about the medicinal purposes of the plants and the food. So that was amazing. So I can't even pick, to be honest with you. We've just been doing so much and learning so much. It's been really, really good. I've had a lot of great experiences. I can't put my finger on like one over the next. It's been really, really good experiences.
Any culture shocked?
I don't think so, just because I've been to Uganda, and I was even in Jamaica earlier this year too. And I haven't been back to Jamaica in about 8 years, so that was my first time. So nothing really, to be honest with you. I think, like I said, there's a lot of similarities between Ghana and Uganda. So no shock, no culture shock so far. I think it's I've learned things. There's things I've learned, but nothing has like shocked me about culture about here. Not yet. I think I've come, like I said, being able to kind of come to Uganda and stay here for, each time I was here for 3-4 weeks. So I've gotten to really see a lot of at least one country in the motherland. And coming here, obviously there's differences, but there's a lot of similarities. So nothing really has shocked me about Ghana.
What is your take on this? Do you see more Western clothing more than African clothing in Ghana?
That's a good question. Yes and no. It's like I've seen a lot of traditional wear. I've seen a lot of Western wear. Is there more Western wear? Maybe, I don't know. Like, I mean, even if there is, like, sometimes the style is a bit different. I would say it's a good balance I've seen, to be honest with you. That's my take, right? Like, I've seen a pretty good balance between both, right? Because I've seen the traditional and Western. So a little bit of both. Maybe a little bit more Western, if anything, but not overly. It's not overly. Yeah.
Do you think we're losing our culture in a way?
The potential's there to lose, and again, we talked about the power of social media to talk about your country. I think that's the backwards can happen now too, the negative effect, right? Which is too much Western culture, too much pop culture taking over, right? And if you're not careful, it can. I think that's where, generations have to do a good job of passing down culture, whether it's how to cook food, traditional garments, traditions, storylines, history. I think it's important for each generation to take responsibility to pass it to the next, because if you don't, then it's just everything's going to go away with the old generation, and then all you're going to have is a watered down culture, Western culture, right? And I think you're already kind of seeing some of that, maybe some places, but since I've only been to 2 African countries, and I think both have done a good job of retaining their culture. I think just as a people, it's hard it's hard to. You may see a little bit spill over in some places, but I think it's just the culture's so rooted that I don't think it's ever possible to lose it in that country. I don't think it's possible. I think it's so strong that even though you have some nuances here and there, overall, I think the people understand the importance of passing down culture, right, to the next generation, and not allow it to infuse into the country. Now, if you go live outside the country now, it's much easier to get lost now, because now you're living in a different land, right? And if you're not super intentional, it's gonna happen. Technology, I've seen technology increase here, so just keep developing that technology in certain places, right? Because I've already seen in some places have more technology than other here in Ghana. So I say just continue to expand technology.
When we talk about Jamaica and Ghana, what are some of the things that are very similar in there?
Of course, there's that food is there, right? You know, Aki rice office. We talk about I had it last night. Oxtail is big. That's a big one. So food, there's somewhat infusion there. There's some commonalities with the food. What else? Music for sure. Yeah. Reggae seems to be big here. A lot of reggae artists and now artists that were from Jamaica are here, like actually Ghanaian artists that are reggae artists. So reggae music is big here. Like I said, I saw Samini the other day. He's been amazing. He was amazing. Those are two things: the music, that I think hustle culture too. Like Jamaicans are very much hustlers. You know what I mean? Hustle is not as in they're trying to hustle you, but hustle like build their business, build up their entrepreneurial skills. That too as well. I would say those are the biggest things as well. I think, and also like the communal aspects. I think that Jamaicans are gonna like me for saying this, but Ghanaians are a little bit more friendlier than Jamaicans. But trust me, I guarantee you, no Jamaican will ever disagree with me, man. But listen, I'm a Jamaican. I love my people. We have an understanding. We know that Jamaicans they're not as friendly as some other people.
Go on now.
Listen. Of course. You can reason and all that kind of stuff, but yeah, Ghanaians are probably a little bit more friendlier, a little more open. But I would say that there's a lot of similarities between the two cultures. Yeah.
Wow, we love that. In some years to come, like let me say 5 years to come, how do you see the community of Jamaica uniting?
You're already seeing a lot of Jamaicans, and I heard even actually we met one guy who has a restaurant, Jamaican restaurant. He came directly from Jamaica, and it was 6 months ago he opened the restaurant. We ate there twice since being here.
Jack Soap?
No, Ting Nice. Ting Nice. Yeah. So, so it's already happening, right? You're already seeing that Jamaicans from U.S., Canada, other places are coming here to visit, and then thinking about being here long term. You know, I mean, or at the very least going back and forth. But I think it's already happening. I think people are seeing that there's a benefit to coming here and learning about the culture, because now it's like, before coming to Ghana, I never heard of this man at all. Never heard the story of Ghana. But see, that's the thing. I never took the time, right? And it's only when I came here, saw the museum here, learned about the story, learned about the Ghanaian, and then the first presidents had independence, and I only scratched the surface. Like I can't even tell you, like I learned that much, but I scratched the surface. And like I said, these are the things that you need to come and learn, because when you have experts that know about world history, know about this kind of stuff, right? They don't live here, they know about this stuff, but again, they don't teach world history everywhere. So for someone like me that's Canadian, this is when you come to a country, when you learn about these things, you can now appreciate it more, because you're like, oh, Ghana only came in independence in 1957, I think it was, right? And that's like, obviously we're in 2024, right? But it doesn't feel long ago, right? It doesn't feel that long ago, right? So these are the things. This is why you need to visit countries too, to learn about their history, so you can appreciate what the people have done since that time.
We have to do more talking.
We definitely have to do more talking. Like the power of social media. Social media is the key, because right now, like I said, mass media is not going to talk about it. Social media is going to be the key to bridging gaps, and I think that's part of the reason why there's been so many people wanting to visit Ghana or even visit other nations, because now people are doing a better job of sharing their experiences, a much better job. When I travel, I go on TikTok to find out best restaurants, experiences.
Wow,
TikTok. I don't have to listen year round. I don't care for TikTok. When I'm about to travel, I had TikTok on, go back on, and I look, okay, best places to eat, best places to explore, and boom, 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 it's right there.
Wow.
So the shared experience through social media is really, really major to start letting people see that, you know, places like Ghana are desired, are amazing experiences. I think that's going to be the key to bridging the gap. But like I said, it's a partnership. Countries got to promote themselves, use these channels to promote themselves, but people have to also talk about the experiences too.
Epic, it was so nice to be nice on Epic. I really appreciate your time.
Yes,
if you
sir.
wish one question I should have asked you, what would be that question?
What do I do for a living?
Okay, what do you do for a living?
So I currently work for Mars Inc., Mars Incorporated. They're a large global manufacturer, and they actually have an office here in Ghana. And they're, if just for the viewers, so they know who Mars is. Mars makes M&Ms, Snickers, Twix, a lot of the gum that you might chew. They make also dog food like Pedigree, cat food like Whiskers. I don't know if you guys have Ben's Original Rice. They make rice too as well. So they're a very well-known food manufacturer. So I work for them, and for them what I do is I do what's called supplier diversity. So my role is to build a strategy where we work with more diverse suppliers, meaning minority-owned, black-owned, indigenous-owned, women-owned, small businesses. So my job is, you know, right now a lot of large corporations tend to work with only large Western European, businesses, right? Over and over. A lot more, and supply diversity is not a new concept. This has been going on for decades, and it's when large corporations like ourselves purposely build a strategy to work with more small, minority, women-owned, diverse suppliers to give them visibility to, you know, contracting opportunities so they can compete alongside with other big organizations. But a lot of times when you don't have a purposeful strategy, they don't get the opportunity to see these, these contracting opportunities where they can present and say, hey, this is what we can do for your company. This is what our pricing looks like, right?
Wow.
So my job is to build a strategy within the organization where we bring visibility for these opportunities to them. We're not giving away anything, but we're showing them, saying we're inviting them in to participate, to show what they can do. And within our organization, we're doing our best to find the strongest, diverse companies to work with. So that's my role there. So, you know, like I said, you know, happy to, like I said, work with more black-owned companies. Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining Epic with us. It was so nice to be nice. Where can they find you?
You can simply find me on Instagram. I'm under Mr. That's mr.barracks, so Mr. Barracks. Or you can find me mostly under LinkedIn, which is just look up Sheldon Barracks and you'll find me. There I do a ton of writing about positive psychology. And we didn't talk about that. I do a lot of writing about career wellness, and of course I'm starting to talk more about supplier diversity. So Instagram, you can find me, like I said, Mr.Barracks. You can find me there. But most of my work is under LinkedIn. Just look up Sheldon Barracks, SheldonBarrocks. Look me up. You'll find a ton of stuff on LinkedIn.
All right. Thank you so much. Peace out.